So we're back with another Laner Reviews. Today we are going to be reviewing the Odyssey. So I have a lot of things to say about this film. Now, is it the best Christopher Nolan movie ever? No, I didn't expect that. It is a good movie, but it's not the best. So I saw it last Friday at 11 p.m. There was only one IMAX show left for 11 p.m. where I live, and the seats weren't the best as well. They were like pretty much at the front where all the other back ones were taken. So me and my brother saw it at 11 p.m. Didn't get out until like 2 p.m. at night. And I was trying hard not to fall asleep through a good chunk of it. Gladly I didn't. But yeah, I walked out and so many things to talk about. So as you know, we talk about things I like, things I didn't like, and then the review at the end. So things I liked. Number one, the performances in this movie. So the main characters in this movie revolve around Matt Damon, who plays Odysseus, and then Tom Holland. But it revolves around those two. And the main plot of the story is based off the actual book, The Odyssey, which I didn't know anything about. Revolves around Tom Holland trying to find his father, Odysseus, after Odysseus mysteriously disappeared. So, the two characters carry this movie, and I gotta say, this is the most A-list movie I've seen. Robert Pattinson, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, the guy who plays Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton, John Leguizamo. Just so many A-list actors in this movie, it's crazy. So, I was expecting them to rely a lot on the A-list actors. The thing about this movie is it doesn't revolve a ton around like the big actors. For example, Zendaya's character only shows up like only 3 scenes in the movie. That's it. So, and same with other characters, Robert Pattinson's main character. So, I kind of like that as well, that it didn't solely rely on the main actors. It also tried to show in like additional actors, maybe not as A-list as some of those other ones that I talked about. The main character from the movie Yesterday was a big part of this movie. I forgot his name. But yeah, no, I thought the acting in this movie was great. Christopher Nolan movies, like the acting is just S tier. Second thing is the set design and everything they shot in this movie. Now the set design was beautiful. All the costumes, the architecture, the locations they shot at, the character design, everything about it was just so unique, just so, felt really authentic. And then the locations, I can't remember where they shot, mostly in Europe and Africa, other spots like that, but the locations were just so dead to earth. It felt like you were actually in the story you were talking about. The locations just felt really authentic. Also, it helps seeing it in IMAX. You get to see everything. I was debating whether to see it in regular screens, but me and my brother were like, no, we gotta see it in IMAX. So, set design and character costumes, I said, was great. The score in this movie was great. Christopher Nolan movies, you know, the score is always going to be S tier. The Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar. I still have not seen Oppenheimer, so that's still on my list. Christopher Nolan movies, the music is just so good. Cinematography is also incredible. Like they said, they shot on the big IMAX projector. I forgot the type of camera they used, but it was just so incredible. Cinematography, everything about this. Visually, like this is a very well done movie. This is a very structurally well done movie. Everything they put in, the technology, the locations, the design, everything about this movie is a very, very well done. It's technical marvel, I would say. Now that being said, there's a lot of problems I have with it. Number one is kind of where the story goes. Now, like I said, this is a good story, but there's some parts in it that just do not make sense to me. There's just some parts of this movie where it like takes you in weird places that don't feel, I guess, important. There's one really weird scene that I guess there's 2 really weird scenes. I'm not gonna spoil them, but it just feels weird that they're both in it. Same with that, like there's a lot of spots where the story, like it just doesn't feel right. Second is some characters that they heavily hyped in this movie. Characters like Agamemnon and Clytemnestra, I think that's how you pronounce it. They seemed very hyped in this movie, especially Agamemnon, but dude doesn't do anything in this movie and just feels like his part is kind of wasted. He looks cool, Don't get me wrong, but it just feels like his part's wasted. So it feels like some characters, they don't utilize it as well. And also I mentioned Zendaya only has 3 scenes in it, so could have felt like they could have used another A-list actor, but again, it's Christopher Nolan. He can do what he wants. Also, I don't love the ending. It just feels weird how it ends. Again, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying not to. It's really hard to kind of talk about things I don't like without spoilers, but I will say the ending just feels left abrupt. I would say it doesn't feel like satisfying. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'd say those are the main things I don't like. Also, seeing this movie at 11 p.m. didn't help. I was like trying to. And then there's some really good fight scenes as well. I guess that stuff I like. And I just also want to add on to how crazy Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson are like. They're having a big roster of movies in like these next years. Because Tom Holland's already done Spider-Man Brand New Day. He's done this. Probably got Secret Wars and a bunch of other stuff on his mind. Robert Pattinson, as filming this now, he's filming the Batman Part 2 whenever that comes out. He's filming Dune Part 3. He's now playing Chris Hansen. He's doing another project. So there's so many actors doing so much stuff. Zendaya as well. You know, Euphoria, Spider-Man, this. So it's just crazy how they're actors in this movie. They just got so much going on. Now, I will rate this movie at a high of 7.5. I'm going to be very blunt. It's a good Christopher Nolan movie. It's not my favorite. It's not the best movie I've seen this year. I'd still say best movie goes to Obsession. Crazy as it sounds. It's not the best movie of this year. It's not the best Christopher Nolan movie. I still need to watch Oppenheimer. But it is a good movie. It's very visually beautiful. It's very well made. It's a technical marvel. Like I said, set design, costumes, locations, all that stuff. Anyways, that's it for this video. As I said, there's a ton of movies coming out this year and the next few years, so stay tuned for those. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.